In 2003, on a cold, starry night, my mother took a flight to the Mexican border. She was about to fulfill her dream of the American way of life. Crossing the border was the only way she could fulfill this dream, so she decided to take the risk. She had to sacrifice leaving her family, friends, and me behind. My mother was a housewife for 2 years before she came to the U.S. We lived in a small town in Mexico called Mazatlan, with a population of about 5,000 people. We had our own house and my dad was a construction worker. The economy in Mexico was not the best. You couldn't have a stable life because the rates of unemployment had grown from 2.1 to 3.1 in that year. Neither of my parents went to college, so their job opportunities were limited. My dad's job was not reliable and was not a good paying one because of the levels of extreme poverty in 2003. So they decided to migrate to the U.S. to have a better life and allow me to have a chance at a better education. In a year long of planning, they looked for a coyote and called my uncles in the U.S. telling them about their trip. They had to make arrangements of where they will arrive and who was picking them up. Saying goodbye was sad, but thinking of what the future had in hold motivated my parents to carry through with their plan. On August 26, 2002, my parents flew to the border in Sonora, Mexico. There, a coyote awaited them. They paid the coyote $1,500 to help them cross the border and bring them to Colorado. Their journey was a frightening one because they were afraid they were going to get killed, either from the border patrol or by a venomous animal in the desert. Once in Colorado, they rode a bus to Chicago, where my dad's family expected them. Their first impression was exciting, yet scary. They were amazed at how different the United States was from Mexico. They admired the buildings and the amount of businesses in Rogers Park, where they lived. But then, after a few weeks, my mother started having depression. She missed her family, especially me, her daughter. She decided to work so that she could save up and bring me to the United States with her. Things improved after that. My mother was able to bring me to the U.S., and she described it as being able to be happy again. Now, my dad has a good job as a carpet installer, and we have our own home. Our life is stable, and we are happy because we're all together as a family.